Hi, you're watching Busby Bakes. I'm Joe, and today we're talking Italian Meringue Buttercream. Okay, Italian Meringue Buttercream. This stuff is incredible. Super buttery, super rich, super smooth, and ultimately just super delicious. Perfect for topping cupcakes, cakes, even layering inside a Victoria sponge or something like that. It is just, I'll say it again, delicious. You're going to need a stand mixer because there's an awful lot of whisking involved. You're going to need 4 large egg whites, separated, definitely no yolk in there. 225 grams of caster sugar. That goes in the pan with a little bit of water just to dissolve it and get it going. And then 250 grams of room temperature soft butter. If you're doing maybe a carrot cake, you could substitute 100 grams of the butter for 100 grams of full fat cream cheese. You're going to need a digital thermometer probe and a little mini spatula, or a spatula of some variety. So let's weigh these egg whites. So if you want to be super accurate, you can see what I'm using. So that is exactly 160 grams of egg white. You want them to be room temperature as well. Everything room temperature, because we're beating this together and we want it to homogenise, and ultimately we don't want it to split. So let's get that in the stand mixer. But don't switch that on yet, because we've got to make our sugar syrup. So again, on the scale, I've pre-weighed this, but 225 grams of caster sugar. And then sort of a splash of water, not too much. The more you put in, the more you're just going to have to boil off when you're reducing it down. So don't put too much in to start with, and you'll hit the temperature you need to get to a bit quicker. But that's it. So we're going to heat this up on the hob now. You want to keep your probe with you and take this up to 121 degrees Celsius. 121 degrees. Sounds pretty accurate. If it tips just over that, you're fine. If you go well over that, you can always add a little bit more cold water to take it back down to say 118 and then go up again. What you don't want to do is add any colour to this. We're not making caramel, we're just making a hot sugar syrup. Okay, so here we are in the kitchen on the hob. I've just turned my hob onto a number 6, highest temperature, pan on. That's our sugar, water, and like I say, not too much water, just enough to get the sugar dissolved. And then we're basically going to boil off all that water to create our sugar syrup at 121 degrees. It's reaching 118 degrees, so now is the perfect time to switch on your beater and start mixing your eggs, and then keep an eye on your sugar thermometer till it reaches 121, and you'll be ready to pour them over the whipped egg whites. Okay, our sugar syrup's just got to 118 degrees, so now's the time to start beating our egg whites. We're just going to bring them to a soft peak on a speed of 6 to 8 on the KitchenAid. Okay, so look, just about to hit 121 degrees. That's it, 121. Take it off the heat, and that is ready to pour on your egg whites. Okay, so we've got our sugar syrup at 121. We'll turn the mixer back up to pretty much full speed, and then we can pour in the sugar syrup. You don't have to go too slowly, but not too fast if it sprays everywhere, but just a nice gentle pour. So I'm up fully up to 10, and then just gradually pour in that sugar syrup. The last little bit trickle in. There we go, that's all in. Just turn that down a second. So now you want to beat this on a high speed for around 10 minutes or until you can feel from the outside of the bowl that the meringue has cooled to room temperature. Okay, that's been beating for about 10 minutes, well, a good 10 minutes. The outside of the bowl feels warm but not hot anymore, and we've created a nice, smooth Italian meringue. So that's delicious in itself. That would go on top of a lemon meringue pie or something like that, be delicious. We'll just give it a little probe to tell you what temperature that's at. 29 degrees. So you're never going to get it down to room temperature around 20 degrees, but I'd keep beating it, whisking it until you're down to 30 or below. And that's going to be perfect temperature for incorporating our butter. So now we've got our 250 grams of softened unsalted butter. So here we go. Mixer on. So we'll just go piece at a time. There we go, you can hear it speeding up as it's breaking the meringue down a bit. Just add it piece by piece, not too quickly. Letting each one incorporate. It's got a lot thinner, but you can still see it has got some texture and the meringue's holding. So last piece in, and now it's just a question of letting that whisk until it homogenises and gets thicker. So if it's looking really thin, like sort of unwhipped double cream, it's probably not going to come good. But if it's got some texture to it, like a sort of thick custard, then just keep beating and that will turn into Italian meringue buttercream. You'll be able to hear it when it starts to thicken, and that means it's come together and made your buttercream. I can see it getting thicker. Hear the motor slowing down. There it goes. And that's come together as our buttercream. There we go. A nice, I'll get some. A nice, smooth, light, fluffy Italian meringue buttercream. I'm just going to get a spatula to scrape off the sides of the bowl and beat it for a second more. Okay, so I've got my spatula. Let's just clean the side of the bowl down. Put that back on and we'll beat it for another minute. There we go, that's looking good. There's your buttercream. Okay, so there it is. Nice and smooth, still nice and airy. And you just want to basically put that in a piping bag, and then you can pipe your swirls on your cupcakes, or you could just spread it on a cake, but that's it. So if you want to colour it, now would be the time. I'd put it back on the mixer, add a little bit of, you either want to use powdered food colouring or paste food colouring, not a liquid one, because that's not really going to incorporate into the fat. And just add your colour and mix it for about another minute till it's incorporated, and then, like I say, into a piping bag or spread it on your cake, and that is delicious. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that video. I hope you found it informative and it might inspire you to give Italian meringue buttercream a go. If you liked it, please hit the like. If you want to see more videos, do subscribe, because I'm going to be posting more tips, tutorials, growing the channel, and hopefully just inspiring a few more of you to give these things a go and enjoy your baking.